Okay, so this video is not is gonna be about what starting before ready really means, and what if I told you that a lot of people, they might be like the best technical people or the best salespeople, whatever, but then just because they don't start before ready, start before they feel actually ready, they're like missing out and not actually like making the best use of the market and whatever, making the best progress. And why am I recording this video? So actually, I find myself I'm keeping procrastinate. I'm always procrastinating on applying for jobs. Now that's like one of my channels that I'm trying to acquire people who can be potential like clients for myself. And I'm just gonna share my experience of like how I did things before and how I got myself to do things. Although I even before I realized what this actually meant at all, and I'm also gonna share what it actually means and how you can like start before you feel ready. And yeah, so the situation. So why I even want to record this video is because I built a job application system, and the inspiration for the system was like I wanted to like get on calls with a lot of people, which is I believe is the best way that I can actually like build connections and generate a lot of leads for myself. And I think job application was like one thing that not a lot of people was talking about, so I thought, why not, like, I could just apply to jobs. These people are like looking for people with a specific role, and if I have that specific skill, then yeah, they just like are looking for one and I am one, and it would be like a good thing. So yeah, and I thought, I just asked some of my friends like how many CVs or how many jobs do they apply for. They said like 5 to 6 per year, and I was like, no way, 5 to 6 per year. If I have to do that, that's like so little. Like, what if I can like use automation in this? And I was just curious if I can like build a system that uses AI to personalize CVs and emails, and I will also like train it based on like my voice and my skills and all my experiences. And yeah, it came out pretty good, and it's like 70% of the way done. And but I haven't sent a single application yet. I keep avoiding it. I keep refining it, saying that it's not good enough for yet, and I keep waiting to feel ready. Now, this is what that actually looks like, waiting to feel ready. And what's stopping me? The surface reasons are like the CVs are not good enough. They sound too AI generated, which are like sometimes actually true. But then, that would take like a few seconds or a few minutes of like refinement, which I'm not doing, and not polished enough to send, and not clear on the exact process. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I don't exactly know how to apply for these jobs. LinkedIn, email are both, and I need to figure it out perfectly first. But how in the world am I going to figure it out if I'm not going to do it? The only way that I would know the exact process is if I actually look out for it and actually like do it. So yeah, these sound reasonable, but they're not the real reason. Actually, the real reason is like the fear of not being good enough. Like, I don't want to be crappy in front of people. I don't want to be send like a half good enough CV. I want to like send a really good CV that like really is like very good enough and want to impress them and whatever. And story in my head, like if I send these imperfect CV, they'll think that I'm not good enough. I need to be perfect first. And I think this is the case most people are in most of my life, like stop me from actually taking action. Now, action is like the one thing that you should do, and if not taking action is the one thing that can like sabotage your growth. And the worst, if I just do send these applications, what's the worst that could happen? This is like a good way for me to like justify to take action. And the worst that could happen is like no response, which is like not bad. Okay, so I just don't get a response. That's fine. Maybe a rejection message, that could be like the worst of worst. They just send me, oh, you are like absolutely terrible and whatever. But I'm over that. I wouldn't really like feel bad about that. So yeah, the worst is not that bad, but the fear feels real. The pattern that I noticed, and this not just here, but this phenomenon like shows up in many other ways. Like, yeah, as I said, job applications and communities. Like right now, I've posted another video on how you can actually acquire clients. Do check that out. But yeah, I talk about like the three channels that I'm doing, and one of the channel is like job applications. The other one is like communities. I'm posting on communities, getting on communities where my potential clients would also be there, and just post value for them for free, so that they can just use that. And over time, I would just like build this credibility and trust with them, so that I possibly would get inbound leads. or build trust, and I can like actually help them out. And yeah, also YouTube videos like the one that I'm recording right now, I have a high bar for quality. I wanted to like knock this off in 30 minutes per day, because to be honest, like YouTube videos, like me posting these videos is not my high I don't know, like ROI action right now. Right now for me, I prospecting, I just need to like look for people and outreach to them and get on calls with them. That would be my most valuable thing that I could do. But I'm still doing YouTube because I don't know, I think it's kind of like cool to like build a community of like people like me over time, and it's just like a very long term game. Why do I not start now? And I feel like I can knock this off like within 30 minutes per day, which is why I got into here in the first place. But unfortunately, I mean, I could do it in 30 minutes, but the quality would be like kind of low. And um, I don't know, I just didn't want to like lower my bar. I just have this like bar which I wouldn't want to lower for myself because I don't want to look crappy. Or yeah, that's basically I just didn't want to look bad in front of other people. And the pattern, when I have a high bar for myself, I procrastinate until it meets the bar. So now it takes me like 45 minutes to an hour to like record this. I mean, all of the like ideation, and then recording this video, like putting up this thing, and then also like actually posting the video. Like I don't do much, no editing for now, because I don't want to do it. I think that's like a huge time. That takes up like a lot of time. So yeah, but basically that's what it is. But the thing is, when you start when you don't feel ready, I mean, you wouldn't feel ready whatsoever, so you just need to start. And once you start and take action, you just start learning at that crazy pace. I mean, I felt that when I actually started once before I felt ready, and I'm gonna share about that experience. So yeah, so the question is like, is the high bar that I'm setting for myself actually helping or hurting me? And I think it's actually hurting me a lot more than it's helping me, because yeah, I'm gonna share when I started before actually feeling ready. So this is my Upwork story. Now, I joined so Upwork is this like freelance platform where you can like actually like clients or people post for like freelance jobs that they're looking for, and you can like actually like apply for them and get on one and solve it and get paid for them basically. Now, I joined a course with a community of like AI automation and stuff, which is what I was looking for, and I paid a monthly fee for it. And yeah, and I was like, I had to like, and inside the community, I mean, I was looking for some like flashy actions, but there was like all these like, it was explicitly said that all of these actions are going to be boring, but essentially boring actions are what actually gets results. And I think it was like day 3 or day 4, I had to like send 5 Upwork proposals, which was okay, but I was not ready. I mean, I didn't know how to talk to a camera. I didn't know sales. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know even AI automation, which is the one that I'm selling. And I didn't feel so. It's absolutely right to say that I was not confident at all, and my proposals weren't perfect. But you know what? I was asked to like get this done in 15 minutes per proposal. I mean, I had to like record a video for the application, so 15 minutes per application was like I just couldn't get it done within that time. But you know what? I just had to do it anyway, to be honest, because I paid the monthly amount, and there's like 30 days of action that I had to do. And since I paid and I made this commitment, so I had to do it, which is like the one time out of many where I actually took action before feeling ready. And yeah, because like this is a new pattern for me, like I paid money and the community accountability and all of that, I had to do it. It took me way longer than it should have. Like people would do it in 15 minutes, as I said, and 5 applications, like 15 into 5, I don't know, like around 1.5 hours. But my bar was too high. I wanted to, even though I was not good enough, I wanted myself to be good enough, so I would just put the time in that. And I mean, I didn't have to. Now, looking back, I would just say to myself, just do it in 2 hours and get it done, no matter how bad the quality is. And I mean, why? Because as I keep doing it, I would iterate and learn, and that would be like way faster. And within like a few, I don't know, like a month of posting consistently, like 10 proposals per day, within like a month or month and a half, my skills would have like compounded and increased. And by that time, I could, within the same window, like let's say 15 minutes per proposal, I could do a way better quality proposal. And yeah, and all of which because I started. So yeah, And what happened after I started, I kept going, I got better over time, my proposals improved, I got faster at writing them and recording those videos, and I started getting on calls, which is like pretty cool because I hadn't gotten on calls, and it was like really cool at that time, like actually getting on calls and like talking to these real people who've got money and who I can help them. And yeah, again, these calls were something that I didn't feel ready at all. I mean, I didn't know what to speak on those calls. I was like very crappy, but I'm glad that I did that. Now I'm actually good at it, and now I can effectively and confidently say that I can actually get on Upwork and send proposals and do it pretty confidently and actually get on clients and make clients very efficiently now. But because I know what works now, but I only got good because I started, not the other way around. Now, this is something that I learned. Okay, so now looking back at it, so I did that, and only because I've started, I got so far in that. Although, like, I'm nowhere near as much as where I want to go, but okay, what if I had waited to feel ready? I'd probably still be waiting. I would have missed all the calls that I got on, the client experiences, and the skills that I developed, and the confidence I built. Everything would have been like a stop, and I don't know, like, yeah, it wouldn't have like been waiting for ready is equal to like waiting forever. And what ready actually means, the myth of ready. I think ready means like perfect system, CV that sounds flawless, zero fear of rejection, guaranteed success, looking completely professional, which is completely unpractical. And but actually, what ready actually means, now that I'm thinking about it, is like if it's 70% good enough, it's good to go, and will probably mess up. And I even when I implement it, I give it that probability of like it could fail, and it's okay if it fails. Still have fear, but it's okay. I mean, I don't feel good about it, but anyways, just send it. Might get rejected, yeah, and but doing it anyway. That's like the mindset I think I need to go for. And you don't get ready, then do it, but you do it on, and only then do you get ready, which is what I learned. And the 70% rule, which like if something is 70% good enough, I mean, when I say good enough, like not to the perfect sense, but 100% is like what you think would be good enough to start, then you should like lower the bar to 70%. Okay, so if I think this is what I need to have to send it, just lowered it by 30%, and it doesn't need to be 100%, it doesn't need to be perfect. So 70% plus action beats 100% plus waiting. I mean, something is always better than nothing. And yeah, and why I say 70%, just because like you don't send very crappy ones, but I mean it's kind of tricky because like you just don't, you're a very critic judge when it comes to like actually judging yourself, especially me. And yeah, because once I start, I get real feedback, and that is what actually matters. You learn and you track what you do, that which is like really important. And so you have like actual data, and you learn what actually matters, and you improve based on reality, not theory. And theory, there's like a lot of ways that you go about theory, but then reality is what we actually need to like work for. And I built momentum, and you build momentum doing it. And yeah, waiting for 100%, never starting. So yeah, the cost of waiting, what I'm actually losing every day: I don't send applications, miss job opportunities, and someone else gets those roles. Zero data on what actually works, and no practice improving my system, and still stays stagnant. And I think I need to like feel the pain of this word called stagnant. And if you're in the AI automation space or anything to do with AI, which a lot of my people that watch me, I think, would be, um, I think there's like a very harsh truth that I've been told that I think which would be really helpful for me to tell you as well, which is kind of harsh, but I mean, in 6 months, or I don't know, in 6 months from now, there would, it's almost 100% sure that there will be more competition as is now. And in 12 months, that would just get even more. And when I say just not just competition, but then it would also get more normalized. Like people wouldn't be as hyped as about AI. I mean, it might get more, but then what I'm saying is people, business might just get used to AI faster and faster, and things are like moving at a very faster pace. So time and doing it now is like really important. I mean, what if you just get ready after 6 months, but you just apply to like five, hypothetically like to five people, and five of them already have like people working for them, and they've already found their person. So which is what like kind of like is an uncomfortable truth that I have to like get myself to um, internalize. But yeah, it's a very helpful one as well. And I'm not preparing by waiting, I'm just delaying, and it's quite expensive. So yeah, the worst case, if I send imperfect applications, no response. The best case, I get on some calls. So yeah, just a second though. Yep. So waiting has zero upside. And what I tell someone in my position, or what would I tell myself if I were to like tell myself 3 months back? If you build something but won't use it, it's okay. That is normal. But here's what I need to know. Like, if it's 70% of the way, they're just good enough. And it's so important to just start. I am never going to feel ready, and that feeling of ready never comes unless I actually take action. And yeah, once I start, it automatically just gets better because I'm doing the thing that I need to do, and it just gets better. And I learn by what actually needs fixing, and I improve and iterate based on real feedback, and I build momentum. Now, perfectionism isn't helping you. Like, I have to like remind myself every time. And I used to be like a very big perfectionist, and I am super happy that I took that course because that made me acknowledge that I actually had this perfectionism that I need to knock. And yeah, which is I'm still struggling with it. It's quite a hard thing to knock, but yeah, acknowledging it like just got me a long way into like knocking it good. So yeah, lower my bar, and lower your bar, allow your style to look crappy, send the thing. 88% done, and shipped beats 100% done and never sent. So yeah, what I'm doing this week, my commitment is I'm gonna send one job application this week, which is kind of low. I want to go for like eventually like 5 job applications per day. But yeah, just one, not perfect, just done. I just need to like get it done to see what it actually looks like, and that's the start that I need, I think. And I have the system. I know it's 70% there. That's good enough. And as I said, the worst that could happen is like no response, and that's not bad at all. In best case, I get a reply, or and I learn what works, and I improve my system. But I'm not gonna like expect that. But still, like that can very well happen. So yeah, either way, I'm better off than staying stuck. So that's the thing that I should be doing. So yeah, the real lesson is ruthlessly lower my bar. Now, high standards sound good, but they can keep me stuck or keep you stuck. When the bar is too high, it just takes a long way to like actually get good at it without actually doing the thing. But yeah, just set the bar low, and when I lower the bar, we just start faster, ship more, and improve faster, which is like, yeah, sounds kind of ironic, but it actually is the case. So quality comes from doing, and this is like so hard to internalize when actually in the trenches, but it's a hard pill to like I had to like swallow at that time. And yeah, I have to like keep reminding myself about this. And hopefully, if you're someone who's like not starting and seeing this video, I would just like very much encourage you to like just start and just do the thing. And once you start, now you're not just like someone who's like waiting to feel ready. You're already an action taker. And once you keep doing, when you look back at it, and just be patient and give it some time. And after some time, maybe like 30 days of doing it, or yeah, just give yourself, I'm gonna do this for 30 days. I'm gonna send, I don't know. I'm going to send community outreaches for 40 days, or I'm going to send 10 Upwork proposals per day for 50 days or something, and just do it. And it's just like guaranteed that after 15 days, you'll be far better than how you actually started with. So, yep, but only if you start. So, yeah. Key takeaways from this video is like, you don't get ready and then do it, you do it then get ready. If something is 70% done, that's good enough to start. And yeah, don't be like, okay, so now that I've know this is not something that you just know once. It's something that I have to like keep reminding myself and knock it out every time that shows up. And yeah, but just acknowledging and knowing this can get you like way further, I believe. So yeah, waiting for ready is waiting forever, and that's the worst case. The worst case of starting is usually not that bad. So if you like still don't feel like actually starting, then just ask yourself, so if I do this thing, what's like the worst case that could happen? And usually that would be like, it wouldn't be that bad. And if it is, then you would have to like probably make it a bit more better. But yeah, the perfectionism keeps you stuck and not safe. You only get better by doing, not by planning perfectly. And ruthlessly lower your bar. Quality comes from iteration, which means like repeating it over and over and over again, and ship the imperfect thing. Do the imperfect thing and improve based on real feedback. So yeah, this is what I would say to myself. I wish like I could watch this video when I was like 6 months before, or even a year before. And yeah, the earlier that I learned this, I think that would have been better. But yeah, hopefully like now that you know about this, I just, if you're someone like watching this and waiting to take action and not actually doing the thing that you know you should be doing, I would encourage that you would just take the action right away. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully this added some value, and hopefully this pushes you to like take action. And yep, thank you so much for your time, and have a lovely rest of the day. Cheers.